right, for getting a job in Hollywood. Here we are at the Scheerer's first reunion. Good to see you.
We were at your house and had lunch at your house. I remember. Yes, yes.
I don't remember anymore.
I think we've been down there to visit Aunt Margaret. And,
I see.
Yes.
I went for a walk, and I guess I'm not going to go out because, you know.
Well, that's pretty neat.
That is.
Oh, brother! Listen, you have to read. You have to read this.
Listen, honey, nobody knows how to raise teenagers. You just live through it one day, and they're people.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yes, maybe.
I gotta get something.
Mother's first and letter word.
Oh my gosh. Yes. My sister made these up.
And we have so many architects here. 3 of them.
John's great. Oh, yeah.
Walking around like the human cyclops with the video.
All right. Hey, Janice. Hi. Just the
We get stereo imaging here, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, they're over there already.
Oh, you're kidding. Well, see, this is the first time it's that you've been on a trip. So, you know, isn't that awful
boy,
when
you
you're
know,
traveling? You don't mind if you're close to home, you know.
Right.
Scheerer. And other times she even, you know,
Who is this man? Hello.
They have a Cherokee, just like, is that Laura's or yours? Or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's little
I
kids are small, like Laura and Sam were talking about.
Yeah, chicken.
Callie and Lisa about it when they
Only
were
in
little.
squirt.
Yeah.
In squirt.
And the games that we play late at night, you know, the all this kind of stuff.
I can't kill somebody.
Is that reminiscent? You know, she's really fantastic. And everything. I think it's great.
She wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, look at
So check, you know, you get your chance. So when we talked to her on the phone, we talked to many times. I've talked to her more.
No, that's Rich. And you haven't met him. He is psycho.
Thinking to himself, I better smile, but I can't believe it.
You're taking it, so I.
Look at all those faces natural. They're really thinking.
We have that picture somewhere. That's
That's nice. That's a nice picture.
Lisa was in that swimming competitive.
The other side.
Yeah.
Lisa up from.
No, she's noticed she's in 12 or 1 o'clock. All these pictures are
Beautiful position in bed. Happiest by her.
My stairs don't look like that. So I turned and I said, oh, just go up. You got to try it and always turn around. But I don't know if you could, man. Carol said the only reason she went up is because she was scared to go back down when she started.
But yours should have.
To lean out backwards.
that sweet,
I had a
Joe?
day pack on.
She's sleeping.
But, you know, it was much easier going down than going up because it was really, my legs were in pretty good shape, but my arms were pretty weak.
Oh, Mary Lou, you're a friend of mine. Hello, Mary Lou, you're a friend of mine. With your food on the table, we're eating all we're able. Hello, Mary Lou, you're a friend of mine.
Song for the cook.
Oh, no, I'm I thought someone was going to get
Okay, hi there. This is Williamsville, 1992, as you can see. The Scheerer family reunion. And almost everyone is here, and we're at the Kriziak house, and why don't we take a look around and see who we got. Right this way, right this way. Over here, we have Great-Grandma Scheerer. And how are you today, Great-Grandma?
Fine, thank you. It was nice to see our great-granddaughter again.
We hope that she has time to spend with you because we know that you love her, and we also hope that you can play with her, and because she's a happy baby.
Yeah, she certainly seems to be, and she's interested in everything around her.
How do you feel about having all these relatives around?
It's nice to see everyone again.
Great, thanks. Now, excuse me, over here. Here we have Joanne Scheerer from Fountain Valley, California. Joanne is at the third putt. How was your trip from California?
Oh, don't ask me about it, Joe, because it was like a flight from hell.
Oh, why?
Yeah, because they canceled our flight and we got to the airport and we didn't have an airplane to go on. And not only that, we had to go to another airport.
This is what is known as a serious bummer.
Yes, it truly is, especially when you're really anxious to meet a new little grandniece and you don't know whether you're going to get back there or not. And see what happened then. Oh, so then they gave us a taxi cab, which we took to LAX, which was probably about 50 miles away. And then we finally got in Continental. And we had a nice flight. We had to stop 3 times before we got here. And the lady behind us dumped her whole dinner on John's head. But other than that, we had a grand time. And we're really happy to get here.
Very good. Excellent. Thank you very much. And here we have young Bill Scheerer, formerly from New Hampshire, now of LL Beans.
Yes.
Tell us about how you got here.
Motorcycle via South Dakota. We're on about mile 4,600.
And what kind of motorcycle is it?
Harley Electra Glide Ultra.
What year is it?
1990. Red. With a very lovely passenger here who's trying to duck out.
This is our friend Peggy,
Hi.
Bill's friend. Tell us.
How's it talk on microphones?
Who's going to kill me when
Tell
it's
us
over.
what it's like riding on the back of a Harley all the way out to and back from Sturgis, South Dakota.
It's wonderful. Thank you. Had a great trip. Hope I can do it again sometime.
Likewise.
See other parts of the country.
Well, we're going to Milwaukee next year for the 90th anniversary of Harley Davidson. They're having a big fest out there in Milwaukee next June. So be there, be square.
Great, thank you two very much. And over here, right behind us, we have the lovely and talented Kelly Krzyzak, who is holding the even lovelier, well, maybe, Sherry Hughes. I'm partial. Tell us how you feel about meeting Sherry.
She's cute.
And that's what Sherry has to say about that. And now, if you walk this way, watch your step. We've got a few little steps here. Yes, as you can see, there are a couple little steps. One down, step, and then another down. Okay. And here we have these women looking at old photographs, even at this moment as we are taking new photographs. And here we have Mary Lou Krzyzak, who has produced and directed this entire weekend. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you feel now that things are finally coming off?
I don't like mics.
This isn't Mike, this is Robert.
Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to everybody coming to visit today, and I'm glad everybody's coming safely, and I'm glad the weather turned out well. It's neat to have my whole family in one place.
What was the hardest thing about planning this whole thing?
Picking the date.
Picking the date. Okay, great.
Cooking for 600. No, just 28.
And this is Karen Scheerer Hughes, who is the lovely mother of that little baby that you just saw. And Karen, how do you feel about being in Williamsville once again?
I'm glad to be here.
Thank you very much. And Carrie, you've been waiting a long time to see the baby. How do you like the baby?
Good.
Good.
She said she wants to hold her forever.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Mommy and Daddy don't have to hold her the rest of the weekend.
If you don't want her, give her to me.
Okay, great. Anytime. Wonderful. Okay, and why don't we just take a step outside and see Grandpa Scheerer, who is the matriarch of this operation here. Grandpa's outside getting a little sunshine. Here we go out on the deck. Good afternoon, Grandpa. Hi. No, we're not sneaking up on you. That's why we announced our presence. We're just introducing ourselves to everyone on videotape here, and we'd like to know how you feel about having this wonderfully large and loving family all together in one place.
That's what I would like very much. I suggested that to my wife this morning. We have to make a group picture of them because it will never happen again, never know. So I appreciate it. Maybe out here, right here, when everybody comes.
Sounds like a good idea. Have you been looking forward to this gathering?
Oh, sure, many times. We talked about it and hoped everything goes all right. And we're very much concerned about the weather. You know, being so changeable all the time, you couldn't depend on it. And if it's wet, it takes a lot out of a party like this.
Now, of all the relatives coming here this weekend, who have you not seen? Who have you not seen in the longest time? Do you remember?
I think it would. I think Kelly would be, and Lisa would be about as old as. And that was at my brother's funeral about 3 years ago. And all the rest were at the funeral too. I saw them. It was Kelly and Frida. Frida is about as long too as the rest of them. But we miss my brother. He would enjoy that. We would have enjoyed that immensely. He would have made a party. He was a party man. And he would have enjoyed it very much.
Well, I'm sure he's with us here in spirit anyway.
I'm sure.
Very good. Thank you, Grandpa, and it's good to be with you again.
I look forward to seeing you.
Mm-hmm. Now, there's one person that you can't see, and I'm going to take this camera in a rather unconventional move in video, and this is our friend, and I'm going to turn around to get proper light, John Scheerer, who is videographer master pro, who will be helping us provide live and still coverage of this weekend. So tune in, folks, to your local Krzyzak Scheerer station near you to get all the latest coverage. Ta-da! Now, this guy, actually, he's just here for the afternoon. He comes in, he cleans the carpet and scrubs the bottom of the pool. Now you work for Jones Janitorial, is that right?
My name is Raul C.
And how long have you been in this country? What, an hour or two, Raul?
Probably at least 3 hours now, and I'm getting ready. In fact, I'm packing now to leave back to Oswego to continue working there too.
Very good. In reality, folks, this is Joe Krzyzak, the king of this castle that we're feeling so hospitable in, and him and his wife have put together an incredible amount of effort, which, as you will see in the upcoming days, will pay off in an absolutely fantastic family reunion.
We hope so, and we hope the weather holds out, and this front moves off into the Atlantic, and we have a nice day, 2 nice days to entertain everybody.
Very good. Thank you. It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
Yes.
Okay, your name is Frida.
Frida, yeah. And I want to tell you that when I came to America, I came with my mother's sister. And I was, she came home to visit. And so she told me about America. Mm-hmm. And I got so interested that I thought I'd like to come with her to America. And my mother always said, well, girl, do you really want to go to America? You know, she could not believe that I wanted to go. I was just 15 and a half years old. And I guess to Mother, I guess she thought, well, is she old enough to go to America?
Where in Germany did you live?
In the Black Forest, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful there, in the Black Forest. If you ever have an opportunity, you must go. And we were a large family, you know, brothers and sisters, and we played a lot out, you know, in the fields, and we watched the cows, you know, so they wouldn't go in someone else's field, you know, to eat the grass. You know, we had to take care of all that. And I tell you, I used to go in the woods, you know, and you liked watercress. Do you like it? Oh, it's beautiful. There is a place. Mother used to say, "Go see whether there's watercress," and it was a round circle like this, you know. And I went in there, and in the Black Forest, you know, it was like a little creek went around in a round circle, and full of watercress, and oh, how happy I was to get the watercress collected and bring Mother some watercress, because she usually fixed it, you know, with the dinner, you know, and everybody liked it pretty much. So that was fun. That was an accomplishment for me, you know, to do that. and I helped Mother a little. If she needed any assistance in the kitchen, you know, I helped her some. And she was happy that I got her this. And we...
So you came to the United States?
Yeah, I came to came.
What year was that?
In 1921. And well, I guess it was, in a way, I guess it was not the easiest thing for me to leave home, but I knew that I'd love to go with her and come to America. And because I heard all the nice things about America. And you know, where we were not what you wouldn't say we were poor, but I mean, we didn't have too much, you know. Given we had to work too. When in the field we had, or in spring we had to help plant potatoes, you know. Oh, it was wonderful. With my mother, she went with us, and we all had to take our hoe and go in the field, you know, and help and plant. First we got them all ready, you know, made a hole with our hoe in the ground, you know. Everybody had to. She showed us how we had to do it. And well, then when that was told us how to, then we had to get our potatoes, you know, throw it in the ground, you know, and cover it up, you know. And we had lots of fun. And my older brother, he was older than I was. He always had some funny stories to tell, you know, sometimes. And we just laugh and have fun. And we were happy when they were planted. We were happy, you know. And we went back home, and then we got some to eat, and that's made us happy, you know. Oh, I'm having a wonderful time here. It was so great. Mary Lou is a wonderful girl, and makes life wonderful for you. You know, with all the good things she had prepared for us last night.
You are Bertha.
Yes, I'm Bertha.
Bertha Scheerer.
Bertha Scheerer.
And your husband is?
William Scheerer.
Now tell us about how you met.
Oh, well, we were at a dance in school in the evening, at the university. And he saw me and he asked me for a dance. And that's how we met.
What year was that?
Oh, dear, what year? Long time ago. I don't know what year.
30, 31, 29?
I am not sure.
32?
What
You were
year?
married at
I was 21. I was 21, so that's long. No. What, 1930?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And what impressed you about him when you met him?
Well, but pretty teeth he had. He had nice white teeth, and I like that. Mm-hmm.
And where were you from originally?
Well, I was born in Arkansas, Brinkley, Arkansas, along with my sister Hazel. And then we went to Tacoma, Washington, and where my sister Ann was born. And then we went to Memphis, Tennessee from there. My father always was looking for an opportunity to start a business. And so then we went to Clarksville, Mississippi for a while, where he worked as a bookkeeper. So we were traveling all the time when I was young. Mm-hmm.
And then you met Bill, and where was that?
I met him in Cincinnati, Ohio. We went to Cincinnati. My mother got tired of traveling around so much, and she said, I'm going home where I was born, to Cincinnati, and I'm going to stay there. And so we did. We lived in Cincinnati for a long time, and I met Bill at the university at night.
And then you got married?
Yeah, we got married in December 23rd, 1933.
In 33 when you got married?
Yes.
In Cincinnati?
In Cincinnati.
And then did you live in Cincinnati?
No, my husband had a job in Buffalo, New York. And so we came to Buffalo on our honeymoon. And we lived there for a long time. We're still living there.
And what did Bill do in Buffalo? What kind of work did he do?
He was an engineer for a Worthington compressor company.
For Worthington was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was smart.
Well, he studied engineering in Cincinnati when he went to college.
Mm-hmm.
And so he worked at that job.
Now tell us about your children.
I had 2 sons and 1 daughter, but my daughter was born a long time after my sons were.
What do you remember about raising your family in Buffalo?
Well, we built a house. We decided to build a house because they would cost just about as much as a new one did as an old one. So we moved out in the country in West Seneca, and we liked it out there. My husband loved gardening. He was brought up on a farm, so he had a big garden, and we enjoyed that. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
yes, you did have.
Yeah. Yes, the boys that were, your husband and my husband loved the gardening because they were brought up on farms.
Yes, I know.
So you raised 3 children in Buffalo.
Yes. No, in West Seneca.
In West Seneca, which
Yes.
is outside of Buffalo.
Yes, just south of Buffalo.
Do you remember, are there any stories that you can remember about your kids when they were growing up?
Well, when they were small, we didn't have a car at first. And so I took them in the little red wagon that they had along the road. There wasn't so much traffic as there is now. And I pulled them in the little red cart over to the town part of the village. And where they had the stores. Originally there was a beet field there. Then they built a plaza. a large plaza with many stores and grocery stores and things like that. So without a car, the little red wagon came in handy.
My name is Bill Scheerer.
And where are you from, Bill?
I was born in a little village in the Black Forest in Germany, April 27th, 1903.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about growing up in the Black Forest. Was it a pretty place?
Well, I thought I didn't think much about being beautiful because the farthest way I had gone from home was 3 or 4 miles. But the only place, or as far as you could get, is what you could walk. You had no other transportation. If you had a horse, you'd like to have a horse, you could maybe go a little farther. So I did not know how pretty the rest of the world was. I thought the whole world was something like what it was in the Black Forest. And life was, looking back now, life was serene and very average, but work and to sustain was hard because we worked sometimes from 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning till midnight, and it was difficult. We worked 6 days a week and pretty strictly observed Sunday. So, and being in a family of 7 kids, I was the second youngest, and was kicked around, you might say. I developed a desire to go someplace else, somewhere else in the world, especially places I heard of being extolled, everything being so wonderful and being good, and the opportunities were great. And I would say in 1912, there were several visitors from the United States in Edinburgh. And of course I was just a kid, but I stood close by and listened to it. Oh, it must be a wonderful country. And
who were those visitors?
They were Scheerers.
Scheerers?
2 Scheerers. They came from the Midwest, I think Bismarck, North Dakota. And they were relatives. If you knew Barbara Barbara Scheerer, or her name was I forgot what her last name was. They were her relatives, and they stayed with her father and mother.
And they were related to you, like cousins?
Pretty far back, pretty far back.
And what kind of things did they say about America?
Well, how you were freedom, and how they started, I don't remember too much. I was a kid, only 9 years old. And of course they were always dressed and
very nice clothes.
Yeah.
Now, tell us about the Black Forest. Did you live on a farm? What kind of work did your family do?
My father had, that's all he had, a little farm. I think it was about 12 acres of land and about 5 or 7 acres of woods. And with those 12 acres, he raised all 7 of us. The only time he had extra work, it was in winter time, when they would go in the woods and clean out the woods, things like that. That's the only extra income. And many times I wonder how we did it. Eggs, I remember we got a whole egg on our birthday. And we always used to stand around a whole egg for him and this and that.
An eierkuchen.
Eierkuchen, yeah.
An omelet.
Yeah. And we had a few chickens. Of course, I didn't lay every day, but any excess eggs were put in water glass to serve for the winter time when the chickens didn't lay. We had about 3 or 4 cows, the same as we had now, and raised 2 pigs a year for once in a while just one.
That's too funny.
Nice start. He can be up.
Yeah, go ahead, Jimmy.
Okay. Will you please tell us your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Okay, my name's Kelly Stefanko, and I'm from Tampa, Florida. I'm the daughter of Ernie and Nora Scheerer. I think the best thing was just to finally be around the family again. We are a family, and it's been 20 years, and just to have relationships here and just to get to know everybody again and to meet cousins that I've never met before and to see Uncle Bill and Aunt Bertha still and to get to talk to them. I think the biggest impression on me was Uncle Bill's interview and talking about his life and how much that he credits God to where he is right now. And I personally feel the same thing, that God's really directed my life and my husband's life, and I know I wouldn't be here today except for God, and just want to thank him. And I had a great time. That's it.
Please tell us your name, where you came from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend.
Well, my name is Joanne Scheerer, and I'm the wife of John, fondly known as Jack or Jackie Scheerer. And we're from Fountain Valley, California. And this weekend has been absolutely fabulous. The weather has been nice, and the people even nicer. It was great seeing our grandniece, Sherry Hughes, for the first time, and seeing the first generation of Scheerers here. And, well, you have to be here to appreciate it all, and it's been great fun.
Anytime, Joe.
Okay. Will you please tell us your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
No. You know my name.
Don't choke. Don't choke now.
Name is Richard Millott. Where am I from? Cincinnati, Ohio. And my most memorable event of this weekend was probably playing basketball. And what's the other activity thing we did?
Lasertron.
Lasertron. That's got to be it. We're the lowest scoring person on my team.
Okay. Will you please tell us your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Oh, wow. My name is Joyce Millott. I was a Scheerer before I got married. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio. And my most memorable event of this whole weekend, I think I have to say last night late, when we were done with the slides and the videos and the movies, and everybody started getting real slap happy and real silly, and I was laughing so hard I had tears running down my face. But just seeing everybody was just ausgezeichnet. So it was wonderful.
Will you please tell us your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Okay, my name is Keith Stefanko, married to Kelly Stefanko, and she was a Scheerer. We live in Tampa, Florida right now. My favorite memory, I guess, probably the one that had the biggest impact was Uncle Bill's video, and Bertha and Frida giving their interviews on tape, and just having so much fun with everybody up here. It was more fun than I had expected, and I don't know why I didn't expect as good a thing, because everything turned out fabulous, and I really appreciate all the effort by everybody that went into this, and just really thank God that we were able to come here and that he's had the impact on our life lately that he's had, and that's what impressed me so much about Uncle Bill. And that's all.
You're being asked, will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Oh dear, that's a hard question. Okay, my name is Carol Scheerer. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio.
I married into the family by marrying Dan. My most vibrant memories of the weekend. The whole weekend was great. The food was great. The hospitality of Mary Lou and Joe. Meeting everyone, because I met almost everyone I met for the first time. And really enjoyed everyone's company. The fellowship yesterday to the art museum and kind of touring or seeing a little bit of Buffalo was great. The program last night, seeing the old slides and pictures of everybody as I sat there saying, now who's that? Who's that? Everybody else seemed to know who everyone was just by looking, but I still have a hard time. It was just a great time, and I look forward to meeting everybody and seeing everybody again in 2 or 3 years.
Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Well, I'm Dan Scheerer from Cincinnati. There's so many great memories from this weekend. I just think it's fantastic that we could all get together like this. I think my probably most memorable things was just seeing Uncle Bill and Aunt Bertha and the whole family just being together in one place and celebrating the Scheerers in America. Some of my most memorable moments were listening to the stories of the old days from Germany and from why they came here, and Joe's tapes, which are fantastic. Also, our trip with the Stupids to Niagara Falls was incredibly memorable. As anybody who was on that trip could attest, I just hope that this will start a tradition that the Scheerers will carry on into the 21st century. So, man, I love them all, and this was a fantastic weekend.
Go ahead, Jeff. Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Okay, I'm Ernest William Scheerer, a member of the Scheerer clan for sure, from Cincinnati, Ohio. And we really enjoyed this weekend coming up here and meeting relatives that we haven't seen for many, many years, and meeting a lot of new relatives. And it was really great, and I hope this tradition will be carried on for many years to come.
Go ahead, Jeff.
What are we doing?
Oh, okay, we're going to have an interview.
Go ahead, Jeff.
A short interview.
Who are you?
Will you please state...
Mike Wallace?
Right. Welcome to 60 Minutes. Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Oh, Nora Scheerer. I'm from Cincinnati. My most vibrant memory is just everybody here. Just the phenomenal idea that everybody got here. Actually showed up. All of us showed up. Even Jack. With his plane being canceled. Anything else you'd like to know, Joe?
There you go. There's the Hollywood style there with the
sunglasses. That's great. That's great. That's enough. That's enough.
Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Bill Scheerer from Morganville, New Jersey, and my most vibrant memory is, well, first of all, meeting some of the relatives that I had never met before, but then really going through the slides last night, and that was really great to bring back a lot of memories and a lot of really remembrances of some times past that we hadn't had. Back when we were Jackie and Billy, and all the way up to when we're John and Bill. So the full range of things. And also having a very, very well-behaved and beautiful grandchild for the first time here, and she bringing joy to everybody around. So it was just a great weekend all the way around.
State your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend.
Wow. I'm Jan Scheerer. I'm from Morganville, New Jersey. And this has actually been two of the nicest occasions. I first visited my mom, and we celebrated her 84th birthday, and then came on and met everybody here. The most vibrant memory, it's my granddaughter being introduced to family and being reunited with people that I haven't seen in so long. I have to think that was fun. And seeing Buffalo through the eyes of architects that I never had seen before, having buffalo chicken wings, which I'd never had before, in the Anchor Bar, going to the Albright Museum. This has been a really nice weekend.
Hi. Will you please state your name, where you're from,
Cincinnati, Ohio.
and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
All the food, I guess. Just nonstop eating, and I'm fixing to get my plate right now. But no, just meeting people that I don't really even remember meeting because I was so young when we went up to Canada and Germany and everything. It's been very interesting.
Okay. Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
My name's Josh Scheerer. I'm from Cincinnati, Ohio, and probably the best moment was the basketball game, most definitely.
Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
My name is Laura Scheerer. I'm from Morganville, New Jersey, and my most vibrant memory. There are so many, but Lasertron really sticks out. I got an award for having the absolute worst score that anyone I think could possibly ever have, minus 1,040. It was memorable. It kept me up at night. Other than that, the slideshow was such a terrific experience to be brought back into our grandparents' lives and so forth, and just to get to know everyone more. Seeing everyone's face and realizing that they really looked a lot like I had remembered them when they were 8 years old and 10 years old was also a very vivid memory. So.
Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
There's a lot of memories. My name's Mary Lou, and I'm from Williamsville, and I enjoyed everybody coming a lot. I'm glad everybody can come. It was neat that they're all together. And I mean, really, every moment was good. I enjoyed the movies, or the pictures last night that Danny brought. I thought he did a great job. And seeing Dad, Mom, and Frida laugh.
Thank you, Mary Lou.
Comments on tailhook or anything?
Anytime.
Okay.
Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
My name is Joe Krzyzak. I'm from Williamsville, New York, where the party is being held. My vibrant memory probably centers between defending against Rich in basketball here in the court and probably burning out my clutch at the air show trying to get through the mud field with Bill, or young Bill Jr.
Will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
I'm Bertha Scheerer, the wife of Bill Scheerer, and my most important memory of this weekend is meeting my new great-granddaughter.
Will you please state your name, where you're from,
Yeah.
and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Yeah. Well, I'm from Germany, you know that, don't you? From Obertal, from Germany, from the Black Forest. And, well, I came to America through my mother's sister. She was a deaconess at Bethesda Hospital in Cincinnati. And she came home to visit and told me about America. And it was so interesting to me that I decided to come with her. And it was wonderful to come.
What was your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
Of this weekend, everything has been wonderful here. We flew, you know, by plane. I came with Lisa. And of course, I would not have come by myself, I don't think, because I'm not that good, you know, of a traveler. Okay. But I mean, everything turned out just wonderful. And we got here safe and sound. Everything was great.
This is very short. This is very short. You need to state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend.
Oh, I'm a renegade from the Black Forest. What did you ask?
Your name, where you're from, and your most
Oh,
vibrant
yeah.
memory of
My
this
name is Bill Scheerer. I'm from the Black Forest in Germany, near Switzerland. And what else?
Your most vibrant memory of this weekend.
Oh, meeting all you nice people and memories that I never can forget. Because I mean, as you get older, you sort of appreciate these kind of meetings more. They're fewer and fewer. That's all.
Okay, to our chief interviewer, can you give us your name and where you're from and your most memorable experience during your time here?
Okay, my name is John Scheerer from Fountain Valley, California. And besides the Anchor Bar, seeing the place where the chicken wings originated, was seeing all the people I haven't seen for so many years, and my cousins who were just young, very, very young when I saw them last, and now full-grown adults and married, and seeing all 4 generations of the Scheerer family here, everywhere from my dad and mother all the way down to the newest member, Sherry, and all through 4 generations. That is really quite a sight to see. Thank you.
Oh, wait, no, wait, highlight, so don't worry about me. Okay. Hi there. My name is Joe Hughes, and
Thank you for giving us your name. Now, can you tell us where you're from and what your most memorable experience was during your time here?
Yes, as I was saying, my name is Joe Hughes, and we live in White Plains, New York, and I think my most vivid memories of the weekend are the slide and film shows that we saw, and seeing everyone then and seeing everyone now was probably as important. I really enjoyed the camaraderie and the love and sense of family that everyone has, and I look very much forward to being back here in 2 or 3 years for this all over again and watching this video.
And what you remember most about this weekend. So can you tell us your name?
Kelly from Buffalo and Lasertron.
Laser, okay.
Carrie, I'm from Buffalo, and
How about meeting your cousins?
Sherry.
Sherry, okay. Meeting Sherry. Did you like Sherry?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Lasertron.
Okay, great. Okay, will you please state your name, where you're from, and what you remember about this weekend the most?
My name is Kevin Krisiak.
Where you from?
Buffalo, New York, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia. And
What do you remember most about this weekend?
ping pong
Ping pong?
and basketball
With whom?
with Bill and Jan, Josh, me, Kelly, Tom.
Did you like the Lasertron?
Yeah. Lasertron too.
Uh-huh. Now, will you please state your name, where you're from, and your most vibrant memory of this weekend?
My name is Karen Scheer Hughes. I'm holding Sherry Elizabeth Hughes. And we live in White Plains, New York. Most vivid memory is just probably the way everyone was so good with Sherry, and Sherry was so good with everybody, letting everyone hold her, and talking up a storm, playing Lasertron. My legs are still feeling it. My legs are a little sore. And eating, and eating.
Okay, and Sherry, what is your most vibrant memory? Huh? All those beautiful eyes?
Not talking right now?
Yes,
She loves everyone
Yeah.
saying hello to her and holding her. She
Yeah.
liked that.
So,
All right, where's Carrie? Are you ready?
Carrie's in the car. Oh, no, she was.
Do we have our daughter? Yes. Buckle up for safety. Are you ready?
Good job, Joe. Good job.
Always like that.
Oh, you're going now. Good to see you, Dan. It's been great. Yep. Thanks for getting organized. She's waving. She's waving. See you last night.
She's always swinging her arms there.
I know. That's how they start waving.
Oh, you're right.
I guess. We'll give her a call.
Smile.
Contact. Bye.
Bye.